If you find the information useful, please click the like button so others can find our content. For more information, please visit us at thejerusalemassembly.org. If you have questions, contact us on our Facebook page. The links are provided in the description below. April 30th, 2020. Let Gladness Come to You. By Ruben D. Garcia. There has never been a more anticipated and prosperous day regarding gladness as is today and the days ahead. Greetings. My beloved readers and friends, this is truly the season for joy and gladness. Humanity has suffered and experienced much negativity for hundreds of years, and not to mention COVID-19 that immobilized the thriving people of this earth. But, gladly I can say, as the Bible points out, your salvation from slavery is at hand. As I have been indicating, a new spiritual, as well as emotional perspective will be rising from the darkness of this crisis and from the vast memories of past dramas. Sorrow and death humanity experienced since the Garden of Eden will cease to exist, and a purer new conscience will be the order of the day, with incredible results for all of humanity. Begin to rejoice, my beloved readers and friends. Remember, you were promised that this day would arrive, and it would be the beginning of a new consciousness that would bring to every human being a new life with the foundations of harmony, peace, kindness, and most of all unconditional love. Every one of us has traveled so many paths filled with drama and episodes that have left deep emotional and even some spiritual scars. However, all of this will be left behind soon. Now, for the ones that have been awakened, the great shift of the year 2020 will be more than a moment of rejoicing and gladness, it will be one of complete love and reverence along with a dosage of divine spirituality. I know what your old thoughts driven by your old conscience are telling you. What rejoicing is in seeing the spiritual light within the current crisis. Well, I have mentioned in my previous articles that most of humanity focuses on the negativity of most everything because that was what life and others taught us. But the day of learning will come to a stop soon, as the new divine energy from the great source, God, is given to all of humanity to rise from the mundane world of the old earth and enter the glory of a new earth. Since December 2012, I have been highlighting the importance of being spiritually vigilant for a coming divine change. We may be within hours or days of this event taking place, and the substantial majority of human beings are preoccupied with the mundane activities of when will places be open, or what will happen to flying, etc. I am not saying that it should not concern you with some manageable intensity, but it should not overtake your consciousness. Fear is contagious, folks. Once it is initiated, activated, or created, it does not stop until it has produced its mortal blow, indecisiveness, and doubts. Yes, fear is that powerful to an unexpected person or nation. This was the lesson for all nations and humanity, to overcome fear and to be prepared and be cognizant that everything is within a human's free will to manage, understand, be prepared, and find resolve in nothing but yourself and God's divine nature to see you through it all with love, kindness, and patience. The question remains, how do I bring gladness into my life? Start by realizing that you are alive. And with a pure intent from a contrite heart, be grateful not just for the daily bread received but all that has been given, not only for your daily existence but also for you comfort. Just imagine for a moment, how did your grandparents and their grandparents manage to live? Once you recognize the difference between what you now call misfortunes is nothing compared to what they went through. Being able to recognize how much better you have it is called enlightenment. This is one aspect of every dramatic event or episode that a human being can survive without fears and with the power of his free will. He can manifest the peace and serenity to journey through the episode with confidence and patience and be the strength of your loved ones, something that was overwhelming and well observed for our nation as they became bewildered by COVID-19. The next step toward gladness is to be grateful. Not only for that day but for every day since your birth, and especially for the uncertainties of the ones coming in the future. It allows you to be confident in the knowledge that the great I Am, God, will be as He has been all along, by your side throughout your life. Sadly, most human beings are more preoccupied with what more can I have rather than realizing, I have all that I need, especially the love of the great I Am and His benevolence. Gladness is a divine virtue, my beloved readers. To understand it and possess it, you must recognize the divine nature you have. Gladness is the result or the evidence that the soul and spirit are harmonizing with the heavens, the celestial beings, and of course, your inner peace with the great source, God. What is really surprising is that most human beings are sequestered in the idea that gladness is elusive, and that is so wrong. In fact, gladness hovers all around us just as the air we breathe. But, it must be manifested in our hearts. From our hearts it goes to our conscience for evaluation. It is at this time that your soul reminds you that you have the power to realize that the joy of feeling and enjoying gladness is in you. However, as is often regarded by many human beings, the mind tends to override the soul's greatest divine gift of illumination by reminding you that miseries are part of your daily life, and it's always very convincing. Remember, misery loves company. Thus, the battle for gladness is most often lost to the mind when it overpowers your heart and soul, and it happens more often than you care to accept. Well, that is a motto or saying that you must begin to let go. Replaced it with this: gladness loves company. You will see a difference in your thoughts, actions, and feelings. Believe me. It works. Try it, you will be amazed, and in doing so, you will discover what it's like to be awakened. Welcome to the new earth and its divine virtues of goodness, harmony, mercy, kindness, peace, and love. Therefore, is it time to stop feeling sorry? Begin to start feeling grateful and blessed, my friends. There is still time to exercise this thought throughout your daily life before the great shift of 2020. Finally, I will answer the question someone asked in my next article on how will the great shift, great light deal with those that cannot accept the coming of the new consciousness. Until then, love and peace to all of you. And so it is. Namaste.